Insights. Welcome. Bienvenidos a mi canal de Raphael's Insights. It's always a pleasure. Welcome to the Raphael's Insights Show. Bienvenidos a Raphael's Insights. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys. Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. And I don't know if anybody's going to get notifications because YouTube has been against me for some reason. Ya me quieren silenciar. ¿Cómo están, friends? Bien, hola, ¿cómo están? Yo estoy feliz, yo estoy feliz. Yo estoy feliz de la vida. Predication population. Hola, friend, I got the notification. Yes, we got a notification. Good news. Nunca hay good news, Elizabeth. En nuestra personal life, yes, but right now, no. Ahorita no va a haber good news. Good news, nos quedamos esperanzados. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. After my grandma passed, I do actually do feel good. She lived a long life, so I do not feel... I do not feel... I'm embarrassed to sing it when you guys are on here. Me da pena, I don't know why. Since I missed your song again. I haven't gotten on TikTok. I've been a little bit behind. I've been a little bit behind. Blessings to everyone. Igualmente, friend. Blessings to you too. I've been a little bit behind on a lot of things, but I'm starting to catch up. So just bear with me. Bear with me. We laid to rest my grandma on Monday, but it was a beautiful ceremony. I felt so much peace at the Panteon where we were at. It was so beautiful. It was so, it was this peace that, I don't know, that, you know what, that Panteon is definitely one of it's going to be on my list of where I want to be in the end of my life, because I felt so much peace there. And then I had a spirit who presented itself to me there, and I just feel like I'm connected to that place. Estaba bien bonito ese panteoncito, bien bonito, que descanse en paz y ojalá que se calme un poquito, porque se quería llevar a otra persona con ella. No, déjame mis personas aquí, le dije. No, de verdad, sí. Jokes aside, I was visualizing that she was trying to take one more person, and unfortunately, people every time one passes, two more goes, and unfortunately, there's one more missing that has to pass. So there's gonna be another funeral. I already know it. It's sad to say, but I already know it. There's only been two. Falta one. I told my mom and my parents too. I told them 2 people have passed. There's one missing. Remember, they tried to take my mom and y la salvé. You guys remember? They tried to take my mom, and 4 times they tried to take her, and I saved her. Gracias a Dios, con su ayuda de Dios. Honestly, cremation, and I'm scared of being cremated. I feel like I'm gonna feel it on the other side. But honestly, from what I've seen in terms of people passing, there's nothing in the body. The body is empty. It's so weird when a family member passed and they were on hospice. When we were there, I felt like if something came into the room, like an energy just came into the room, and then an energy left, and then the body just, well, obviously they passed, and then it was like it was empty all of a sudden. Like before she passed, there was still energy there, and after she passed, it was empty. I didn't see any light, any energy, nothing. So in terms of cremation and burial, there's nothing there. It's the body's empty. The body's empty, so it really doesn't matter. I don't know, but I feel I don't know what I would want. It's scary regardless. Both are scary regardless. Both are scary regardless. But I'm glad. I'm glad that well, I don't feel sadness towards her passing because she was almost 100. I mean, you can't ask for more time on Earth. Really, you made it to the numbers in the 90s. That my grandma. And the funeral was also beautiful because I met my grandfather, my great grandfather, which I didn't know what he looked like until he presented himself, and he's deceased. So that was beautiful. Um, and yeah, like it was a beautiful ceremony. We rekindled with family that we hadn't talked to in a long time, and it was all beautiful. It was all beautiful. Digo que fue muy bonito. Se me presentó mi bisabuelo, creo que se dice bisabuelo, great grandfather, que yo nunca lo había conocido ni en foto, nada, y se me presentó, lo conocí, él falleció. Yo cuando digo que se me presentó, era su alma, era muy bonito. Y donde fuimos a enterrar a mi abuelita, estaba muy bonito todo, todo. Vivió 93 años, ya casi cumplía 100. Por eso no me siento tan mal con ella porque vivió una vida larga. Vivió una vida larga. My grandma was at her funeral. I did not see her at the burial, but I did see her at the funeral. I want to say that she had already transcended when we went to the burial. Because at the funeral she still was here. And at the burial she wasn't here no more. She was sitting in an empty seat in the funeral, and there had to have been more energies there because I could perceive a lot of light in the room, but the only one that I was able to see was my great grandfather. I didn't see them all. All the other energies that I saw were just like silhouettes of people made out of light. But the one that I saw like you and me, like almost like you and me visible was my great grandfather. And I only know it's my great grandfather because I described him to my mom. My mom asked my dad, and my dad said that's what his great grandfather looked. Well, that's what his grandfather looked like. And I was like, oh, I had no idea who this guy was. I just saw that he was there. Um, it was interesting. It was beautiful. Fue muy bonito. I don't really have like a theme of what I want to talk about today. Normally I write it down, but since I was kind of like rushing. So I learned how to do like this crying baby sound. It's so funny because that's what I used to like do, like the welcome to the RaphaelsInsights Show. Because if you do the crying baby sound, it's like like kind of like that, and that helps you get into like a certain like technique. It's funny, but the higher you do it, the more it sounds like a baby. Okay, friends, we are going to get started. Vamos a comenzar. I really don't have any predictions or visions for you right now. Oh, you know what I do? Oh, esta sí está buena, amigos. Esta sí está buena porque hasta así como me llegó esta visión, fue muy rara y muy fuerte. You know what? Yes, I do. Prediction fulfilled. I had already told you guys. One, I had already told you que iba a temblar en New York. In New York, I had already told you there was going to be an earthquake. I still see a bigger one. Well, I think it was a 4.6 is the one that I said that was going to happen. Was it 4.6 or 5.4? Ya no me acuerdo, friends. But definitely I still see a stronger earthquake in New York or near New York. Yo te visualizo otro sismo más fuertecito en Nueva York o cerca de Nueva York. Y que yo ya les había dicho, ¿se acuerdan del sueño que les platiqué? Que lo soñé y que miré que estaba en Nueva York y había temblado. Ahí, predicción cumplida. It's been shaking. Es porque viene un sismo muy fuerte en California, in the United States. El big one. El big one, pero vamos a estar bien. The big one is coming, but we're going to be okay, friends. I have faith that we're going to be okay. I'm sure our nerves are going to be all over the place, and I'm sure somebody is going to get injured, this and that, but we're going to be okay. And I can only tell you that because they tell me that we're going to be okay. Prediction fulfilled, which is the predictions I just posted. Prediction fulfilled, friends. Prediction fulfilled with Fort Stewart. That was the last duty station I was stationed at. How funny. It's almost like if the energies, it's like everywhere that they put me, something, it's like they're letting me know something's coming. So it's funny. I like, to me it's funny in terms of I was there and it's like now something happened there. So it's interesting. But prediction fulfilled. I had already told you. Coincidences don't exist. To me, this was an atentado. They're gonna probably say this and that. Well, I mean, this. One, the government never tells you the truth, and then two, this administration hides a lot, so we won't know what it really was, unless que se le salga when he's ranting, Trump, when he's ranting, unless he like rants about it and he says it on accident, then maybe. But I had already told you, friends, that I saw that we were going to be attacked directly, either in the United States or to a base, and it's not a coincidence. They're gonna say that it was someone emotional, or they're gonna say that it wasn't an attack. But I was stationed there. This stuff does not happen. People hurt themselves. People suicide. People do stuff, dumb stuff there. But this situation does not happen. This situation does not happen because it's not like we have access to our weapons 24/7. Our weapons are not accessible 24/7. They get stored, and when we are going to do a training, they give it to us. And most of the time, they don't even give us the bullets till we are at a range or something, right? The only thing that I would say could have happened is that he had his own weapons, but I also doubt that too, in terms of, I'm sure he did have his own weapons, but I also doubt that in terms of that it was just some random person. This, to me, coincidences don't exist. Just last week, or just a couple of days ago, he was threatening Russia that he was going to go put a nuclear sub by Russia. Coincidences don't exist. They're too close to each other. Everything that's been going on is too close to each other. To me, that was an atentado coming from another country, and they're probably going to say whatever they're going to say, but countries all the time are trying to get to soldiers. Countries from other countries are always all the time trying to get to soldiers, and they always train us in terms of how to see it and not fall for it. So that's common. To me, I see it in my visions. I see it was an atentado. Whatever they say, I don't care. I see that it was an atentado. And prediction fulfilled, because I had already told you, okay, they were going to attack either directly to the United States or in a base. And that's what happened. Yo les digo que en cuestiones de lo que pasó hoy en este día con la base de Fort Stewart, yo estuve estacionado ahí hace 2 años, 3 años creo que fue, yo estuve estacionado ahí. Yo estuve en esa base por 3 años, y creo que fueron 3 años, no me acuerdo, creo que sí fue 3 años. Yo estuve en esa base y en esa base yo la conozco muy bien, yo la conozco muy bien, eso no pasa. De que pase como violencia de otras tipas, sí, que de que los soldados hacen cosas mensas, sí, pero esta situación no pasa. Aparte de eso, las armas siempre las tienen guardadas, al menos que fue una de él, pero también en cuestiones de eso, también son como un poco estrictos con teniendo armas en la base. De hecho, como que ahí como que algo no me cuadra en mi visión. Yo veo que es un atentado, que los otros países siempre están tratando de meterse en la cabeza de los soldados. ¿Por qué? Porque así pueden hacer un atentado usando los soldados. Entonces nos entrenan mucho en cuestiones de ver eso y no caer en esas trampas. Pero ahí yo visualizo que fue atentado, no importa lo que digan, si esta administración lo esconde o digan que es otra cosa, yo lo visualizo que es un atentado. Y que van a seguir, amigos, van a seguir los atentados en cuestiones así de este tipo, o terroristas van a seguir. the terror attacks are going to continue either the same as like this one in a base, or it's going to continue in terms of in the United States. But to me, that was an atentado. That's what I'm seeing in my visions. Y le tengo que creer a mis visions, because si no les creo a mis visions, ¿quién le va a creer? Siempre ando, no sé qué está pasando, ahora siempre ando con buena energía. Look at my labubu. Lo vestí de Harry Potter. Lo vestí de Harry Potter. Yo ando feliz. Yo no sé cómo ustedes estén, pero yo ando feliz. Cansado, pero feliz. Por estar haciendo demasiado. ¿Qué más les digo? Me preguntan mucho lo de trompas. They asked me a lot about Trump's health. I had a prediction fulfilled. I do ask Raphael's Insights at the end, Christina. At the end, I'll answer some questions. Prediction fulfilled. They asked me a lot about what's going on with Trump. We're going to use the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is my card for karmas. ¿Dónde quedó? What's going on with Trump? The card of the Wheel of Fortune is the energy of karma. It's karmas. It's karma. Everything that's going on with him is karma. What God has told me is that he has a very intense punishment for all of them. So I don't know what's coming to them, but that's why I say I don't believe that he's going to pass from a pew pew. I don't believe that an attempt against him. I don't believe that he's going to pass. I see that he's going to suffer in terms of health wise, because God's going to punish him. Nobody leaves this earth without being punished. Nobody leaves this earth without being punished. And to me, it's karmas, because the similar things that were going on with Biden are starting to develop in him as well. That I still say that he's going to have a colon issue as well. Pero, ¿qué está pasando con trompas? Ahí va a ser karma, amigo. Ahí va a ser karma. Lo que les comento es que Dios me ha dicho que les tiene un castigo muy fuerte a todos ellos. Entonces, también a la Caroline Levitt y como se llame. Dios, que son muy creyentes en Dios, pero Dios los va a castigar en todos modos. Según ellos, yo no sé. Yo no sé en qué creen, pero según ellos son muy creyentes en Dios. Pero Dios dice que los va a castigar, les tiene un castigo muy fuerte. Por eso yo no creo que el Trump va a fallecer por medio de un atentado. Porque Dios lo va a castigar, es lo que Dios me ha dicho. So, ahí yo sí creo que le van a hacer atentado otra vez, pero yo no creo. O tal vez le hacen atentado y no fallece de eso y se le complica la salud y fallece de otra cosa. Tal vez algo así, pero no lo visualizo en cuestiones de que estás y ya. No, yo no lo visualizo así. In terms of that, I would say that maybe he does receive an attempt. Maybe he does receive an attempt, but he won't pass from the attempt. He'll probably pass from a complication in his health. He'll probably last complicated for a while, and then he'll pass. That's the only thing that I visualize. His wife does not love him. Su esposa no lo quiere. ¿Qué le iba a decir? But you know what? Something really strange happened the other day, and this is why I still believe that he's gonna have an attempt. I still don't think he'll pass from the attempt, but I still believe that he is going to have an attempt. Les digo que algo me pasó tan extraño el otro día que por eso pienso que todavía le van a hacer un atentado al Trompas, porque no creo que fallezca del atentado, pero sí creo que le van a volver a hacer atentado. Pero algo pasó muy extraño. In terms of what happened, déjame tomarle a la esta. That's so sad because you can't see it. Yeah. No, she just likes the fact that she was able to fix her stuff. Oh, by the way, friends, if you're waiting for me to restock on everything, I'm going to restock on everything today. I've been a little bit busy, with all my grandma situation that I have not been able to restock. I've been behind on all my shops. On RaphaelsInsights.com, I'm behind. On Etsy, I'm behind. On TikTok Shop, I'm behind. But it's because there's been like a lot of like back-to-back situations that have happened. My mom, my grandma, my mom, um, and then the putting my grandma to rest. It's like it's been back-to-back things, and I kind of have to continue like to kind of try to work around it. So thank you so much for your patience. But I'm gonna restock everything today, and then those orders should go out quickly again. In terms of what happened to me that made me that was so weird. The other day I was laying down. I literally was on my phone and TikTok. I was on my phone on TikTok, and I fell asleep. For like a brief second, I fell asleep. But what happened was so strange. I fell asleep, and I heard a gunshot right in my ear, like literally, like I could hear it like so loud in my ear that it woke me up, and I was like, "What the heck was that?" But it was so clear that it literally felt like if I had my ear on the speaker, and I was watching like a movie where they were shooting, like, but I would have to have my ear on the speaker for it to have mimic that sound, and it was so loud, and it woke me up. And the only person that was on my mind when I woke up was Trump. So I still believe that there's going to be another attempt on Trump because of that, but I still don't believe that he's going to pass from that. So that's the only thing I could say in terms of that. Les digo que el otro día estaba en TikTok y me quedé dormido por un ratito, como muy poco tiempo me quedé dormido. Y en ese momento de repente me despierta un sonido muy fuerte. Haz de cuenta que oí como un balazo bien fuerte, pero en mi oído. Y, y, y para que, como les digo, para que se vuelva a repetir ese sonido, tendría que haber estado viendo una película de que estaban tirando con la pistola, ¿verdad? Y yo tuviera que tener mi oído en el speaker para poder que se escuche igual, porque haz de cuenta que soy yo que me la dieron en el oído así, like, y así. Y muy fuerte, y me despertó, pero en el momento que me despertó, la única persona que me llegó a la mente, casi al mismo tiempo que yo me desperté, pensé en Trump. Luego, por eso creo que sí le van a hacer atentado, pero no creo que fallece de eso. No creo que fallece de eso porque Dios lo va a castigar en otra forma. Es lo que Dios me ha dicho. Porque yo creo mucho en Dios. Todo lo que yo hago, es de parte de Dios. Aunque la gente me juzgue y diga lo que quiera, todo lo que yo hago es de parte de Dios, y Dios es el que me otorga todo lo que se me da. Pero era muy extraño eso, y dije, ¿qué será esto? Me estoy tomando un cafecito porque ahorita estaba cansadito. Flies are always bad juju, Angela. Flies are bad juju, either bad luck, for your life to go downhill. It's basically bad juju. Even in dreams, it's bad juju. And then that would be like witchcrafts. To pay attention to your health. Something could be going on with your health, Angela. That's another thing. If you dreamt it tells you to pay attention to your health. And I see that you're going to be having a surgery, Angela. Just by answering your question, a surgery is manifesting. Ay, Cristina, también tú. Es bad juju, friends. A limpiarnos. My egg cleanses are always available on my Etsy. Right now I haven't restocked, but I'm gonna restock today. They're $67. They're really good. They're really good. A lot of people like them. When we have dreams like that, we have to cleanse ourselves. But it's always better for somebody else to cleanse you than you cleanse yourself. Ahí puede ser muchas cosas, Maribel. Ahí puede ser demonios, seres queridos, pueden hacer muertos. Ahí tenemos que analizar cómo se siente la energía. When your ear vibrates, High tones is good energy. Low tones are negative spirits. Normally when I hear low tones, I know, okay, there's something negative in my space. Because I rarely hear low tones, but if I hear a low tone, I'm like, oh, a limpiar porque ya se metió el chamuco. Let's see what manifests in terms of predictions. I also have the prediction where I told you que they were going to, que se miraban atentados for politicians in the United States. And what happened today? There was a bomb threat for the Democrats. Coincidences don't exist, and that's why I also don't believe that it was just a random shooting, because there was a bomb threat today, and then there was also the shooting. Coincidences don't exist. Las coincidencias no existen, amigos. Si acaban de hacer amenazaron a los demócratas con una bomba hoy que se tuvieron que huir, y luego pasó el tiroteo. Las coincidencias no existen, es la misma energía. Y el sol anda enojado. Dios de la vida, ¿por qué estás enojado, sol? Cálmate. El sol está enojado. Yo ayer estaba el sol como que iba a reventar. Y está enojado. Es que, pero fíjate lo que me dijo el sol. Porque yo me puedo conectar con el sol. Fíjate lo que me dijo el sol. Y el sol es Dios. Si ustedes no saben, el sol es Dios. Yo creo que en la Biblia también lo representan como el sol a Dios. El sol es Dios. Por eso me puedo conectar con el sol. Está enojado el sol porque dice que están haciendo cosas que no hemos visto en el internet, o nos han dicho. Haz de cuenta, el sol me dijo que allá en Asia están contaminando muchas cosas y están queriendo contaminar muchas cosas, y por eso está enojado, porque el sol es reina de la naturaleza también, y está enojado por eso. So, ¿qué va a hacer? Vienen más cosas fuertes. The sun is mad, friends. The sun is still mad, and then yesterday he was very mad, but yesterday he told me that there's something going on that we're not seeing, that they're contaminating a lot more than what we're seeing, either purposely or I honestly don't understand, but that's what he told me. He said they're contaminating things that we're not even seeing the contamination yet, but it's going to affect nature, and it's also going to affect us. So that's why he's mad. That's because they're sold out, Angela. I'm gonna restock after I get off of this live. Let's see what's gonna happen in the United States. Give me 1 second. Okay. What's going to happen in the United States in the next 5 weeks? Vamos a ver. I have a reading with you on Friday. And it's always my pleasure, friends. It's always my pleasure. Fíjate que right now that I'm looking at the energy, I see that Trump is going to be needing a surgery. He's just manifested right now. Trump is going to be needing a surgery. And that's all I could say. It's either going to be related towards his stomach, or it's going to be another medical issue, but he looks like he's going to be needing a surgery. Ahorita que saco las cartas para Estados Unidos, se manifiesta que Trump va a ocupar una cirugía, que se le está manifestando una cirugía, que yo creo que va a ser por el estómago o el colon, pero se le está manifestando que ocupa como una cirugía. Mira, y ahora sí se está marcando el atentado contra trompas. Otra vez. Yo no se lo deseo, pero ¿Qué irá a pasar? And just how I told you, friends, just how I told you, the card of the Wheel of Fortune manifests once again. The stock market is going to crash once again. La carta de la Rueda de la Fortuna se manifiesta otra vez. La bolsa de valores se va a desplomar otra vez. Salven su dinerito para que puedan invertir cuando se caiga. Es el mejor momento de invertir porque dobleteas tu dinero cuando suba. Se dobla. Yo sé que todos ocupamos el money. Y se ve otro meteorito. Ahorita está saliendo meteoritos. Por el sol, que te les digo que está enojado el sol. Se visualiza otro meteorito. Definitely seeing another meteor in the United States. Otro meteorito en Estados Unidos. Estoy pensando dónde. Otro meteorito en los Estados Unidos. Pero no sé, si pienso en dónde se me viene a la mente como Washington. Pero por eso me quedo pensando. Marca una casa. In terms of the sun and the stars shows a meteor in the United States, and Washington is coming to mind. Les digo que sí se visualiza como un meteorito y el Washington se está manifestando porque sale la carta de la luna. La luna es la casa. Por eso estoy pensando que es eso. Por eso les digo así. O en Estados Unidos. Pero también, fíjate que también se me vino a la mente que va a haber como un meteorito pasando por la Vaticana. También. Ahorita se me vino esa visión. I also had a vision of like a meteor passing through like the Vatican. Les digo que se están moviendo todas las energías, igual como en la tierra, en el cielo también. No, pues qué más les digo, vienen más atentados. De pronto, ¿qué va a pasar en Asia en los próximos semanas? Vamos a ver qué se manifiesta en Asia. Great voice. Oh, thank you. I'm learning, Fred. You know what? Music has always been so easy to me. The only thing that's hard is singing, because singing has a lot of techniques. Singing has a lot of different ways to sing, and different tones and different places to sing from, and it's like that's a little bit harder to learn. But playing instruments have always been super easy for me. I just started playing the piano. I bought a keys. I got Yamaha because I've always heard that Yamaha is really good. I was playing earlier. Well, the one I'm trying to learn is ¿cómo se llama esta? Rhapsody? Is it Rhapsody? ¿Cómo se llama la song de Queen? So I'm trying to learn how to play that. That one's hard because you have to cross your hands. Like as you're playing, you have to, and then you have to cross your hands and hit the octaves from the G's and the F. Vamos a chequear what's going to happen in Asia. Ya me voy a ir because ya se me está acabando el tiempo. What's going to happen in Asia in the next 5 years? Vamos a ver. Si sale anything interesting, les digo. Si no, no. More floods. Me voy a aprender Little Lamb. Me aprendí the Harry Potter one. The Harry Potter, I know how to play the Rugrats theme song. ¿Cuál otro? And then there was a song that I liked. It's called, it's not Chasing Cars. It's called, I forgot what it's called, but I'm learning that one. That one sounds pretty. Luego al rato voy a jugar las classical ones. And I already know how to read music. It's just learning the fingers, because the fingers is hard. ¿Qué les iba a decir? In Asia, definitely there's another flood. In Asia, it's manifesting more floods, and I still see another tsunami or tsunami alert. En Asia se está visualizando más inundaciones, y que se está visualizando todavía otro alerta de tsunami, otro tsunami. So, entonces tiene que haber otro sismo fuerte. There has to be another strong earthquake then, because it's manifesting very strong things. And it's manifesting like a financial crisis, but it's got to be the international market. It has to be something related towards the international market, like crashing or something. Es algo con la marqueta de valores, pero la que es internacional, no sé cómo se llame. Pero también se está manifestando como una crisis económica, pero de eso. Y va a salir otra enfermedad, friends. Va a salir de Asia, es lo que yo pienso, porque vuelve a marcar otra enfermedad. There's going to be another sickness that's going to be manifesting, that's going to be coming out, and it's going to come out from Asia because it's manifesting another sickness. And maybe that's what God. Well, maybe that's what God's mad about, or maybe that's what the Son is mad about. That they're trying to release another sickness that's going to affect people and animals. Yo lo que pienso es que ahorita que estaba viendo esta energía, de ser de que por eso está enojado el sol, por eso está enojado Dios, porque quieren sacar de Asia una enfermedad que va a afectar a los animales y a las personas. O a la naturaleza, vamos a decir. Quieren sacar una enfermedad de la naturaleza, que va a afectar la naturaleza de Asia y las personas. Or they're going to want to take out a sickness that's going to affect nature and people. Then that's probably why the sun is mad. Y fíjate que ahorita que estoy hablando me mareé y va a temblar, friends. Siempre que me mareo siempre tiembla, y yo creo que se siente muy fuerte. Cuando me mareo así, cuando tengo de repente me desequilibro, es que va a temblar. Whenever I have these really random dizzy spells, and I lose my balance in terms of my I don't know, my spiritual balance, and I feel like a little bit dizzy, it's because there's going to be an earthquake. I just felt it right now, and it feels like it's going to be strong. Serán ellos que me están diciendo que va a temblar. Anyways, I have about 10 minutes. What does that do for when they release those types of things? I think there's a lot going on that we just don't see. And I was earlier today, I was like, what am I going to talk to you guys about? Y siempre le saco de qué platicar. And you know what's funny? Before I started the live, I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to talk to you guys about. I was like, what should I tell you guys? This, and that. Ya llevo 40 minutes talking. Okay, ask Raphael's Insights. Put your first name, date of birth, and your question, and let's get started. Sandra, 5/23/90, pregnancy next year. Is Sandra going to get pregnant next year? 5/23/90. It does look like it's going to be very difficult for you to get pregnant, friend. You might have to try multiple times, but it does say that you do get pregnant next year. It does mark it, pero the card of the Four of Swords comes out, and my advice in terms of that, you're gonna have to bed. If the doctor doesn't put you to bedridden or to try to watch yourself what you're doing, you're gonna have to put yourself, because even cleaning, friend, you guys don't realize that when you clean, you pick up energies. And that's why sometimes when the house is cleansed, when you clean, the house looks even the energy is different in the home. because when you clean, you're picking up the energies as well. You're cleansing your house, and you have to be careful with that. Te digo que cuando limpian, cuando barren, también recogen energías negativas. ¿No han visto cuando limpias la casa y se siente como que una vibra diferente? Es porque sacaste lo malo. En barrer saca lo malo. Por eso se siente así la energía muy diferente. Pero cuando tú estás embarazado y andas limpiando, estás recogiendo la energía negativa de la casa. Y la casa tiene varias energías negativas porque entran y sale gente, vive varias gente y todos tienen energías diferentes. Alejandra Melchor, 9/7/2001. In Alejandro, the card of the Lovers comes out. The card of the Lovers says that to not be afraid of making decisions and to not let your partner or someone dim your light. Sale mucha like envious energy and jealousy from someone. Malika Dixon, love, 3/13/74. Malika Dixon, love. In terms of love, the card of the Wheel of Fortune comes out. It says you have karma, friend. Karma is a thing too when it comes to love life. The card of the Wheel of Fortune is the card of karma. It says that you have a karma that affects your love life, friend. But in terms of like relationships, in terms of love wise, it does say that someone from your past is going to want to come back. But that's when you have that karmic energy that continues to repeat itself. Maria Robles, 5/23/83. General. It's my pleasure, Alejandra. Mira, Maria. Traes la card of the Three of Pentacles. Maria, te viene money. The card of the Three of Pentacles is compensation, is money, extra or raises. Pero te viene money. Nelly Robles, 1/28/93. Anything my angels or spirit guides want to tell me. Vamos a ver, Nelly. Nelly, you've been feeling a little bit tired. You're coming out feeling a little bit tired. You have a lot of envious energy, negative energies. You want to do like a head wash, friend. You have a lot of negative energy in your head. You come out like, and that's what's draining you, is the negative energy. What's a head wash? Try to buy coconut water, or if not, coconut, and you're going to wash your hair and your head with that coconut water. It's going to cleanse those negative thoughts, negative emotions, and negative energies in your head. You have a lot of negative energy in your head, friend. Laura Ruiz, 12/14/93. Any messages from my guides? Mira, marca like a lot of tension. With you, friend, the only thing that's coming out with you in terms of messages, it says that you're going to be reconciliating with somebody you were fighting with, or somebody that you weren't talking to. And it tells you that you have a lot of envious energy. I also see that you're going to be seeing a specialist in terms of health-wise. Christina Maya, 1/22/2002. Is it worth it with Joshua? Should I stay with him? Let me see. Should you stay with him? No, I'm honestly, like, I can't tell you no or yes. But in terms of the cards, the only thing that I see with Joshua, one, he's very jealous. He comes out with a lot of jealousy. He's very immature, and he also comes out like he's very giving, but to other people, not necessarily to you. So he comes out immature. I mean, it's not something that I could tell you to not stay with him or not. I mean, in terms of like, is it beneficial for you? It is beneficial for you, but there's a lot of pros and cons here. I can't tell you to leave him or stay with him, but I will say that he's a little bit immature. He gets bored very easily, and he's always looking for more than just one. Angel Moreno, 9/29/79, General. Mira, Angel, the card of the Tower says you have a lot of envious energies. Yeah, mira. It tells you right now, in terms of difficult decisions, don't make them. Don't make any difficult decisions right now. You have too much negative energy. It's going to cause you to make the wrong one. Wait it out. Give it maybe a week, or maybe if anything difficult comes forward, don't decide right away. Let a few days pass. One more, ya me voy, friends. One more, ya me voy. Me llegó un super chat y ni lo vi. Christina 111291, will it ever work out between Sal and I? Vamos a ver, Christina. Hay un triángulo en el cielo. Parece triángulo. I'm gonna go look at it right now. Well, the card of the star does come out. The star does say that there's hope, but not very much, because you also have the card of the Ten of Swords. Will it ever work out? You'll have moments. You'll have moments where it works out, but not like where it's gonna stay perfect the entire time. And overall, the only thing I could say regarding this question is it'll work out for brief moments, but it won't stay worked out forever, because it says that you guys will continue having repetitive issues. Fernando 22290, he has been feeling tired. Do you see anything bad on him? Fernando 22290. Vamos a ver qué le marca. Nothing's coming up here. Let me see how I can check him. Le pregunto cómo está Fernando. ¿Qué está pasando con Fernando? 22290. The only thing que le está marcando, friend, le sale su heart. That he needs to be careful in terms of his heart, his blood pressure. But the only thing that's manifesting here is a lot of envious energies. Como que he collects a lot of negative energy in terms of work-wise, and that's why he's feeling tired. That's the only thing. Le sale muchas swords. The Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. Le sale muchas swords. So to me, it's manifesting como que he has a lot of envious energy. If he's been feeling tired, I recommend him to drink coconut water. Coconut water is really good. It's really good, beneficial. It also cleanses you even by drinking it. So that one's really good. Por eso estoy tan feliz, porque I've been drinking coconut water también. Nelly Robles 128 1993, will I get pregnant this year, Rafa? I know I already asked you and you said October. Le pregunto al tarot, will Nelly Robles get pregnant this year? 128 93. Si sale pregnancy, friend, you know, si sale pregnancy, and y vuelve a salir the energy of October, so ahí yo digo que sí te ves pregnant. Other than that, friend, ya me voy. Los quiero mucho. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for those who watch me and follow me and continue following my journey. Every day I get stronger, and you'll continue to see my journey, how I grow. And it's always a pleasure. Siempre es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. Ya me voy y los quiero mucho. Bye bye.